investing in ourselves. The habits we form every day shape our knowledge, our perspective, and ultimately our future. Today, we are going to solve a critical problem: why stagnation quietly holds people back, and how learning something new every single day can transform your life, mindset, and opportunities. By the end of this video, you will understand how to turn curiosity and daily learning into a habit that changes the way you think, act, and grow. Every day you live, your mind absorbs information, whether consciously or unconsciously. Some of it lifts you, some of it lifts you, some of it lifts you. The difference between people who grow and people who remain stagnant often comes down to the intentional pursuit of knowledge. Learning something new every day is not just about acquiring facts, it is about expanding your awareness, challenging your assumptions, and seeing the world in ways you never imagined. The mind is like a garden. If you leave it uncultivated, weeds of ignorance and limiting beliefs grow, spreading silently and restricting your growth. But when you feed it with fresh ideas, perspectives, and skills, the garden flourishes. The garden flourishes. Each small piece of learning is like sunlight, water, or fertilizer that helps your mind grow stronger and healthier. Many people underestimate the power of small daily learning. Reading a page of a book, listening to a short lecture, or even observing a new skill may seem insignificant in the moment, but the brain is a compounding machine. Over days, weeks, and months, these small inputs accumulate, rewiring your thinking, improving your problem solving ability, and expanding the horizons of what you believe is possible. Learning every day also opens your mind to new perspectives. When you explore ideas outside your routine, you start to question assumptions, recognize biases, and understand viewpoints different from your own. This broader awareness helps you make better decisions, handle conflicts with empathy, and approach challenges creatively. People who stop learning gradually become narrow in their thinking, reacting to situations instead of understanding them. They live in a bubble of repetition while often opportunities quietly pass by. The beauty of daily learning is that it is not restricted to formal education. Life itself is a teacher. Conversations, experiences, failures, successes, and even mistakes are all lessons if you approach them with the right mindset. By observing carefully and reflecting intentionally, every day becomes a chance to expand your mind and prepare for growth. Curiosity is the fuel for this journey. A curious mind asks questions, seeks solutions, and explores possibilities beyond the obvious. When you combine curiosity with deliberate daily learning, you create a habit that strengthens your awareness continuously. You begin to notice patterns, understand systems, and anticipate outcomes in ways that others with no learning cannot. Another powerful effect of daily learning is the shift in mindset. The mind that is exposed to new ideas grows resilient, adaptable, and open. Instead of fearing change or uncertainty, it learns to see challenges as opportunities. Knowledge gives perspective and allows clarity in decisions, relationships, and actions. A person who learns daily does not merely react to life, they navigate it with understanding and purpose. Learning every day also teaches humility. The more you know, the more you realize how much you do not know. This awareness opens the mind to continuous growth, reduces arrogance, and encourages respect for diverse ideas and experiences, respect for diverse ideas and experiences. Each day becomes a step toward becoming not only wiser, but also more thoughtful and empathetic. Ultimately, the habit of daily learning expands your mind, sharpens your awareness, and strengthens your ability to engage with the world consciously. It transforms ordinary days into opportunities for growth and ordinary people into individuals who can think, act, and create with clarity, insight, and purpose. The journey of learning every day is not just about knowledge, it is about preparing yourself for a life of endless possibilities. Many people underestimate the power of small daily learning. They think that success comes from grand gestures, expensive courses, or years of formal education. But in reality, the greatest transformation comes from tiny, consistent knowledge habits. A few minutes of learning every day that over time compound into extraordinary results. Just like a small snowball rolling down a hill grows larger with every turn, small daily learning builds momentum that can change the trajectory of your life. Think about it. If you read just one page of a book each night, it may seem insignificant, but over a year, that single page every day turns into hundreds of pages, hundreds of ideas, and countless lessons. Similarly, listening to a short podcast, watching an educational video, or reflecting on one new concept daily quietly adds up to a library of wisdom and practical skills that most people never achieve because they underestimate the power of consistency. Consistency is what separates people who talk about growth from people who actually experience it. Small habits may not create immediate results, and that is why many give up too early. But success, real lasting success, is rarely instant. It is the product of daily effort compounded over weeks, months, and years. Learning a little every day creates an invisible force that shapes your mind, your decisions, and your ability to act when opportunities arise. Another important aspect of small knowledge habits is that they are flexible and accessible. You don't need a formal degree or a large investment to learn daily. Life itself is full of lessons. Observing people, analyzing situations, practicing skills, or reflecting on your mistakes are all forms of learning. The key is consistency, turning learning into a habit that is non negotiable, even for just a few minutes every day. Compounding also works psychologically. Each small success, each small piece of knowledge strengthens your confidence and reinforces the habit. Over time, you develop self trust. You trust that your efforts, no matter how small, are building a better future. This self trust is crucial because it becomes the foundation for bigger decisions, bolder actions, and greater achievements. Daily learning also prepares you to seize opportunities. Life often presents moments where knowledge becomes the differentiator. Someone who consistently invests in learning can recognize patterns, identify solutions, and take advantage of opportunities that others overlook. This is the hidden power of small habits. They equip you with tools and insights that compound invisibly until a moment comes where they make all the difference. Consistency in learning also encourages adaptability. The world is changing faster than ever, and those who stop learning fall behind. People who embrace daily growth are not only acquiring knowledge, they are training their minds to adapt, to innovate, and to respond to new challenges with skill and confidence. They become lifelong learners capable of navigating life's unpredictability with resilience. The compounding effect goes beyond professional growth. Knowledge acquired daily also transforms your character, relationships, and mindset. You develop empathy, emotional intelligence, and a broader understanding of the world. The person who learns every day is not just more skilled, they are more aware, more thoughtful, and more capable of contributing meaningfully to society. In essence, small knowledge habits create big success through cumulative effort. Every new idea you explore, every skill you practice, and every lesson you internalize quietly builds momentum. Over time, you become a person who doesn't just dream about growth, you live it. The snowball of knowledge that starts small today can roll into a life of wisdom, opportunity, and transformation tomorrow. One of the most overlooked benefits of learning something new every day is its impact on confidence and decision making. Knowledge is not just power, it is security. When you understand the world better, when your mind is filled with ideas, skills, and perspectives, you naturally feel more capable of handling challenges. You no longer hesitate or doubt yourself when facing choices because your mind has been trained to analyze, adapt, and respond thoughtfully. Confidence built from learning is quiet yet powerful. It doesn't seek attention or validation. It is the calm assurance that comes from knowing you have the tools, understanding, and awareness to navigate life. Every new skill or insight strengthens your ability to act decisively, even in situations that once seemed intimidating or overwhelming. Over time, this accumulated knowledge creates a mindset where hesitation is replaced by clarity, and fear is replaced by clarity, and fear is replaced by preparedness. Decision making improves because learning expands your perspective. Every lesson, story, or new piece of information adds a lens, story, or new piece of information adds a lens thrive. Which you can view situations. People who neglect learning often make choices based on habit, fear, or incomplete understanding. Those who commit to daily learning, however, make decisions grounded in insight. They anticipate consequences, weigh options, and choose paths that align with long term growth rather than short term comfort. Confidence from daily learning is also resilient. Life will always present setbacks, criticism, and uncertainty, but a mind trained through continuous growth does not crumble under pressure. It sees mistakes as lessons, obstacles as opportunities, and challenges as invitations to learn more. Each day of learning becomes a brick in the foundation of your mental resilience, giving you the courage to move forward despite uncertainty. Even small daily learning can influence social and professional interactions. A well informed mind communicates effectively, listens with understanding, and contributes meaningfully. You begin to offer insights, solutions, or perspectives that others may overlook. This not only builds respect, but also reinforces your self confidence, creating a positive feedback loop. The more you learn, the more capable you feel. The more capable you feel, the more you are willing to act and engage in life fully. Learning also strengthens emotional confidence. Understanding human behavior, psychology, or even your own emotions equips you, or even your own emotions equips you to handle relationships with empathy and wisdom. Daily reflection and study help you approach conflicts, challenges, and interactions with patience and insight rather than reaction and frustration. This emotional clarity enhances decision making in all areas of life, career, personal relationships, and personal growth. Ultimately, knowledge gained daily is like a compass It guides your decisions, steadies your mind, and anchors your confidence. The person who learns consistently does not. Fear unknown situations, they navigate them skillfully. They are prepared to act with intention rather than react impulsively. They build trust in themselves because they have invested in their most important asset, their mind. Daily learning transforms ordinary uncertainty into informed confidence. It allows you to step into everyday equipped, capable, and courageous. Every small lesson compounds into the strength to make better choices, embrace opportunities, and face life's challenges with calm assurance and clarity. Learning something new every day is transformative, but the impact grows exponentially when you share that knowledge with others. Knowledge becomes stronger, clearer, and more meaningful when you teach it. Explaining concepts, ideas, or skills forces you to understand them deeply. Organize your thoughts and apply what you have learned. Sharing is not just an act of generosity, it is an act of mastery. When you teach, your learning is reinforced. Each time you explain an idea, your brain revisits it, strengthens neural connections, and integrates it into long term understanding. This means that knowledge doesn't just remain in your mind, it becomes part of your identity. The person who consistently shares what they learn becomes not only wiser, but also more articulate, confident, and capable of influencing others positively. Sharing also multiplies impact. When you pass knowledge on, you empower others to grow, make better decisions, and embrace opportunities. The ripple effect of learning is incredible. One small insight you teach someone can inspire them to take action, solve problems, or develop habits that change their life. Your daily learning does not just transform you, it has the power to transform you. It has the power to transform communities, workplaces, and even families. Teaching and sharing also cultivate humility and perspective. When you engage with others to share knowledge, you encounter questions, challenges, and diverse viewpoints. These interactions refine your understanding and often reveal gaps in your thinking. True learning grows in this space through dialogue, reflection, and collaboration. A person who shares consistently remains curious, open minded, and humble, recognizing that growth is infinite and knowledge is never complete. Another hidden benefit is accountability. When you commit to sharing what you learn through conversations, social media, or mentoring, uh, you're more likely to maintain the habit of daily learning. You feel responsible for showing up with new ideas, insights, or skills. This accountability keeps your curiosity alive, your mind active, and your growth consistent. Even simple actions like teaching a colleague a productivity trick, discussing a concept with a friend, or explaining an idea to a family member create learning cycles that reinforce understanding and build confidence. The act of sharing makes the knowledge tangible, actionable, and alive. It becomes part of your life rather than just a piece of information you consume passively. Ultimately, learning without sharing is like a seed that never grows into a tree. Sharing your knowledge multiplies its power, strengthens your mastery, and allows your growth to influence others. When you learn every day and teach consistently, you create a life where knowledge compounds, confidence and spans, and impact multiplies in ways that reach far beyond what you can see. Daily learning is not a luxury, it is a life changing habit. By committing to learn something new every day, you expand your mind, sharpen your perspective, and prepare yourself for challenges and opportunities. Small habits compound into extraordinary success, building confidence, wisdom, and resilience. When you take it a step further and share your knowledge, your learning multiplies. Teach. Ing transforms information into understanding, strengthens your mind, and empowers others. Your growth becomes not just personal, it becomes a ripple that influences the world around you. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to invest in yourself. A few minutes of learning, reflection, or skill building to invest in balloon in reflection or skill building today can shape your future in unimaginable ways. Knowledge is your greatest ally, and curiosity, your guiding light. Make learning a daily habit. Embrace the power of sharing and watch as your life transforms. Start today, learn, grow, and let your future reflect the wisdom you build each day.